Okay, okay, folks, welcome back. We're looking at ratio, simplifying ratio. We got ourselves here 1, 2, 3, 4 questions set up for us. When we simplify ratio, we need to divide by the highest common factor. Okay, we need to divide by the highest common factor. So we look at the 4 and the 8, for example, in the first question. The biggest number that 4 and 8 will both divide into, well, 4 divided by 1, 2, and 4, and 8 divided by 1, 2, 4, and 8. So the highest number that they both divide into is 4. So we divide the 4 by 4, and we divide the 8 by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1, 8 divided by 4 is 2. So we can rewrite the ratio in the simpler format as 1:2. And that's the answer for the first one. Now, when we look at the next question here, one way to think about the question is to think which times tables is 35 and 42 in. And Mr. Ismail has told us that these are both in the 7 times table. So we can also divide it by 7, which actually in this case is the highest common factor. So 35 divided by 7 will give us what, Ismail?
5.
And 42 divided by 7 will give us? Okay, 6. Okay, the next question, Alishba. 30, 50, and 110. What is the obvious highest common factor in that one? Not you, Alishba.
10.
Well done. So we divide that by 10, divide that by 10, divide that by 10. So we just remove the zeros for the, like an easy way of doing it. So we're left with the ratio of 3 to 5. The bottom, you writing this stuff down? 3, 5, 11. Now, the next question, let's have Musab. 5,000 and 7,500. If you don't spot the obvious, the highest common factor, we can always spot what we have in common in terms of how many by the powers of 10. Musab, what can we divide them both by straight away without even thinking about it?
5,500.
Okay, that is the highest common factor. What happens if you didn't spot the highest common factor? You can first of all start with divide this by 10, divide that by 10. Divide this by another 10, oops, and divide that by 10. So what we left with is 50 to 75. So that's if you didn't spot the highest common factor. You could do that way as well. Now, what would you divide them by now? The highest common factor now might be a bit more easier to see.
25.
Divide them by 25 each. So that will give us,
2.
and that's the end of our example. So let me give you a couple of questions for you to try now. Can you have a go at these questions? Be careful. Okay. Okay, there's 4 questions for you to have a quick try at.
You done 3 of them.
Okay, right. Let's go through the answers now. 14 and 35, the highest common factor is? Highest common factor is?
7.
Okay, so that will give you 2. And that will give you 5. Mr. Bilal, can we? Okay, can you mark it then if you don't? 25 and 35, the highest common factor is?
5.
Okay, that will give you 5 and? The next one, divide by 10, divide by 10, divide by 10. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, Mr. Abdul, keep a hold of your word, please. Next one, divide them both by 100. That's the end of that video.